Okay, so let's talk about something that sounds, well, pretty much impossible. How do you fix a plane while it's still flying? That's kind of the challenge for the people managing the critical servers that power our world. Our hospitals, our banks, you name it. One wrong move, even a second of downtime, and things could get catastrophic. So, how on earth do they pull it off?
Right, this is the real question. Imagine a server that's running all the patient monitoring systems in a hospital. It needs an upgrade, maybe a security patch. You can't just turn it off. Taking it offline is simply not an option. It feels like this incredible high-wire act. But luckily, there's a very, very clever safety net.
Look, nothing lasts forever, right? Every piece of tech needs maintenance. That's just a fact of life. But when you're in a live 24/7 environment, doing that essential work introduces a huge amount of risk. And the equation here is simple, but it's also pretty severe. If you're an e-commerce site, downtime can mean thousands in lost sales every single minute. For a logistics company, the entire supply chain can just grind to a halt. And for that hospital we were talking about, well, it's a genuine risk to patient care. Disruption is absolutely the enemy.
So how do you perform that open heart surgery on your server? Well, the engineers at VMware came up with this really elegant solution. Think of it like a super sophisticated, automated do not disturb button.
So here it is, the official definition. Now, it sounds simple, but the mechanics behind it are just brilliant. It's a formal signal to the entire system saying, hey, this one part is going offline for a bit, but don't worry, everything's under control. No services are going to be impacted.
So what does it really do? First, it evacuates all the running applications, or virtual machines. It's kind of like politely asking everyone to step out of a room before you start renovating. Second, it blocks any new work from starting up, basically putting up a closed for cleaning sign. And finally, it tells the entire cluster, I'm offline for a bit, don't send anything my way. It's a clean, really orderly process.
So when would someone in IT actually use this? Well, the reasons are pretty core to the daily grind of managing a modern data center. You'd use it for physical hardware stuff like adding more memory or for software patches that need a reboot. It's also perfect for when you need to isolate a server to figure out what's wrong with it or for making really big changes to the whole system. Basically, it's for any time you need to take a server offline without causing a massive panic. In practice, it honestly feels like magic, but really, it's just a beautifully choreographed piece of automation. So let's pull back the curtain and look at how it works step by step. It all starts with a single click, enter maintenance mode. Then the magic kicks in. The system's brain, it's called the Distributed Resource Scheduler, or DRS, it springs into action. It knows everything about the whole cluster, which servers are busy, which ones have space, and it automatically moves every single running application to a healthy new home. Once the host is empty, it goes offline, totally ready for maintenance. The admin does their work, clicks to exit, and the host just seamlessly rejoins the team. This automated move is powered by a technology called vMotion, and it is the absolute key to this whole thing. It moves running applications between physical servers with zero downtime. I mean, zero. The end users, whether they're streaming a movie or a doctor is accessing a medical record, they have no idea anything even happened. And this didn't just solve a maintenance problem, it fundamentally changed computing. It separated the software from the hardware, which really paved the way for the cloud as we know it today. Which brings us right back to where we started, doing surgery on a live system. This is the ultimate safety net. It's the thing that makes sure the patient never even knows the surgery is happening in the first place. And this quote just says it all. The keywords there are structured and safe. It's all about bringing order to a process that could be totally chaotic and risky. The goals are always the same: minimize that risk and make sure the applications we all depend on stay up and running.
And that right there is the real value. It transforms this heart-pounding high-wire act into a predictable, documented, and, well, frankly, a boring procedure. And let me tell you, in the world of critical IT infrastructure, boring is the highest compliment you can possibly pay. Boring means it's working perfectly. It's the difference between total chaos and complete control. VMware's maintenance mode is just a masterclass in the kind of invisible engineering that keeps our digital world spinning. And it makes you wonder, right? The next time your app or your favorite website just works flawlessly, what silent, brilliant safeguard is humming along in the background, turning a potential catastrophe into just another Tuesday?